Good morning, happy Wednesday, it's April 1st. It's the first day of the Magical Readathon Owls portion. So I thought long and hard about which book to start, and I have decided to go with the most random, the one that wasn't on my TBR, wasn't on my radar, had no interest in reading it until suddenly I do, and that's Year One by Nora Roberts. This is an urban fantasy. I've read a lot of Nora Roberts in the past, but all like romantic thrillers, so this will be very different. I found it on Script. First I downloaded the abridged version, which but they also had the unabridged. So I downloaded that next, and I'm going to listen to it. I've been walking laps around my apartment very quietly because my sister's in a WebEx meeting because she's working from home. I am on administrative leave, so I'm not working from home currently, but that could very well change. But I'm going to walk laps around the apartment to get a little indoor exercise in and start year one. Okay, I'm back. It hasn't been that long since I last checked in. I did 30 minutes of walking. I'm listening to my book. So far, I'm not very engaged, but we're very much setting things up, so I'm sure that will change. I'm still being very quiet because my sister's in her second WebEx meeting of the day, and I'm going to have brunch, which today is potato soup and biscuit roll-ups with sausage, egg, and cheese. Is anybody else finding themselves eating the weirdest combinations of foods, or foods you would just not eat for brunch? But here we are. All right, well, I'm gonna eat this and keep listening to my book, and it's going to be yet another thrilling day in self-isolation. Guys, I think this is about a plague wiping out half of humanity. I did not realize that. What terrible timing. It is urban fantasy, so I think it starts with a plague wiping out half of humanity, and then the electrical grids fail, and life as we knew it ends. And magic maybe rises up. Very standard urban fantasy lore, but I should have read the summary for this. I will persevere. Okay guys, checking in. I'm just casually getting ready to film an actual sit-down video. And I'm still only 35 minutes in to this book. And we are starting to wrap up the sort of intro to the world. And it's urban fantasy, so there's always some sort of cataclysmic event, right, that leaves humanity changed and then magic rises up or whatever. Very par for the course. However, I did not read the summary of this, and had I probably wouldn't have picked it up right now. It's usually my exact cup of tea, but it's about a virus that wipes out half of humanity very quickly, a la Station 11. Not as bad as the virus in Station 11, but still. And there's an entire chapter that's and then he flew to London, infecting everyone on board the plane. Then he used a rental car, which passed the virus to the next businessman to rent the car, who took it home to his 4 children. And it's literally an entire chapter of that, and they call the virus the Doom. It made me kind of queasy to read. I don't know if I should persevere, because I feel like if I finish this intro bit, it will then be 20 years later. This is just the setup. I don't know. I don't want to give up on it, but I'm shaken, for real. I'll keep you updated. Good morning, it's Thursday. It is day 2 of the Magical Readathon. Thought I would get you guys caught up since I didn't vlog anymore yesterday. After my realization that the book I was reading was about a worldwide virus that wipes out half of humanity, I, shockingly, did not pick that book up again. I didn't pick up any books. I have decided to continue that book. It might not be great for my mental health. We'll see. We're about to skip to 30 years in the future or something. Hopefully that's okay. I don't know if I told you guys this, but they call the virus the Doom. So yesterday I filmed and edited my March wrap-up, which I'm going to post today. My sister and I watched The Girl with All the Gifts, which is also about a virus, kind of. It's not a virus, it's a fungus that infects people and turns them into zombies. If you've read the book, you'll have to let me know what you think, because I have not read the book, and I just decided to watch the movie, which normally I don't do without having read the book first. But I did, and I liked it. I thought it was okay. The end I thought was a little meh. And then we started watching season 2 of Roswell, New Mexico, which so far so good. I'm not obsessed with Roswell, New Mexico, but I was obsessed with the original Roswell. I've binged the whole series many times. I want to give this reboot a fair shot. If you are a Roswell, New Mexico fan, I would love to talk to you about it. We're only 1 episode in, so we're gonna watch more of that today. So today, I got up super early. I could have slept more because I had a grocery pickup order put in, and it was available for pickup. So I went and got it and put groceries away, and I am having breakfast. I'm having cold brew, my signature cold brew, and I'm having mini bagels and pineapple chunks, and it looks like a smiley face. Normally, I would assume you don't care about what I'm eating, but let's be real. What I eat while in self-isolation is one of the highlights, one of the few highlights of my day, so I thought I'd share. Okay, that's it for me. I'm assuming my sister and I are going to watch something while we eat breakfast. She's also working, so she'll be doing that. I plan to read more today, and I will update you guys about that. An hour into the audiobook, and we are still following the wiping out of humanity by the Doom, which is, we now know, a highly evolved avian flu. Why am I doing this? Curse my stupid, stubborn self for refusing to put this book down and picking something different. I am still reading it. I have this sort of insistent queasiness while I'm reading it, which is never good. Anybody else accidentally pick a book about a pandemic? How's readathon going for you? Happy Friday. It's about 1 in the afternoon. Sorry I haven't vlogged sooner. I'm about to sit down to actually film a real video that should go up tomorrow. It's a fun tag, and I'm going to try and make as much headway on year 1 as possible. Try and get it done, probably not today, but maybe tomorrow. I think I was wrong about it. I don't think it's an intro about the disease starting and then we skip several decades to the world post the Doom. Instead, I think it's about the Doom. I think it's about characters surviving the Doom from day 1, patient 0, through till all that's left are those who are immune. I'm not gonna lie, it is honestly sort of traumatizing. I'm being very stubborn, refusing to put it down, and I am intrigued. I'm already sort of attached to the different characters. We're getting a whole bunch of different characters in different places around the country. One's a doctor, one's a chef with magical powers, and her boyfriend who have just set off to go to like a cabin in the woods. A couple of different people. There's people all over the place. A news anchor, and I think they are all immune, and I think it's going to build up to them meeting. In other circumstances, this book would be exactly my jam, and I am still enjoying it. I just have to really work to separate myself from it and not constantly compare in my head what's being said in the book to what's going on outside my window. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go film a video, read some more of my book, and I'll catch up with you guys. Hey, just checking in while I'm editing my video that will either go up today or tomorrow. It's a tag. It'll be a lot of fun, hopefully, to share my afternoon snack. This is chocolate milk in a stemless wine glass and one of the muffins from yesterday. They're so good. You really should try and make them if you have the ingredients. Otherwise, I'm still trucking along with my book. I'm 2.5 hours into the audiobook, but it's 12.5 hours long, so it's almost like I haven't done anything at all. But I'm gonna keep listening to it while I edit, which is not always easy because I have to listen to myself speak too. And then I'm probably gonna curl up on my bed for a while and read the ebook and try and bang out as much as possible of the book that way. Okay, so we just finished our French toast, about to eat it, very excited. And I thought I would get you caught up on where I am with the book. So I did read a lot of the ebook yesterday, so I've gotten through a lot more of it than I had previous days, and I'm about halfway in. I am really enjoying it. Like, I think it's well done, and I'm getting very attached to all of the characters. I think we're at the point where everyone who we know, like all the characters we know who are going to get and die from the virus are dead. So like at this point, it's mostly just sort of like a post-apocalyptic wasteland, ragtag group of survivors trying to like find safety, find supplies. Meanwhile, some of them are developing magical powers. That's kind of where we are right now. And I'm liking it. Now that the virus isn't on every page, that was really a struggle. I don't know if you heard me mention that, but that was a struggle for me. But I'm taking a break from reading for now. I'm not going to read yet this morning. My sister and I are watching something. What are we watching?
Princess Diaries.
My sister and I are watching The Princess Diaries, or we're about to. And then I'll probably read later today. Just kidding. We're in the midst of a 24-hour readathon, the Magical All-Nighter, that started 2 hours ago my time. So I'm gonna start reading. It is 12:09 a.m. So it's technically Sunday morning, but I still haven't gone to bed yet. So I'm calling it Saturday night still. It's still part of the 24-hour readathon, the all-nighter, magical all-nighter, I think is what we're calling it. And I just finished year 1 and I liked it. I ended up liking it. I gave it 4 stars and I have some thoughts about it. I need to think on it. I'm gonna sleep on it. Because I did finish a book, I'm calling it for this 24-hour readathon. I might read some more in the morning when I wake up. That's it for tonight, and I'm going to try and get a full night's sleep, and then I'll start a new book tomorrow. But when I get up, I will give you my thoughts on year 1. Hey guys, it's Sunday. It is almost 6 p.m. This is my first time vlogging or filming anything from today, because honestly, it's just not been a great day mood-wise for me. I didn't go to sleep until after 2 last night. I woke up early because my church is streaming services, so I attended from my living room couch at 9 o'clock this morning on not enough sleep, and I've just been feeling kind of down, kind of crappy today. But I did want to jump on here really quick and kind of catch you up. I haven't started anything new since finishing year 1, but I did want to share my thoughts on year 1 with you. I came to 2 realizations upon finishing year 1. One is that the book is plotless. It is set up essentially like a road trip book. It is prologue to a greater story. It's the virus spreading and how humanity reacts, and our ragtag crew of characters all over the place, how they get through it and travel from all over the place to end up in one central location toward the end of the book. Mostly. It's a road trip book. It's a plotless road trip book. It is character development. It is world building. It is not plot, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I did like the characters, and it did engage me enough that I did start the second book immediately, which is part of why I did not go to sleep until after 2. The second realization I had, this book is called Year 1. I am so dumb. I thought we were gonna jump ahead to like 20 years after the virus. Why would I think that? Of course it's just about the first year. Duh. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I did like it. I gave it 4 stars, and I did immediately check out the second one on one of my library cards on Libby, and am gonna read it, even though I don't know if I can make it fit for any of the prompts. We will see. And other than that, today I've really not done much. I went for a walk around just outside briefly with my sister. We finished watching In the Dark on Netflix, which I was obsessed with. Such a binge-worthy show. If you're looking for something, I would recommend it. And I spent this morning redoing all of my existing thumbnails for my videos to make them a little bit more cohesive and fit an overall vision that I'd like going forward on my channel. Which probably, if you didn't know, like you wouldn't even be able to tell anything was really different, but I know. I'm about to have a Zoom meeting with some folks that I'm in a professional organization with. I can't really say more about that just yet. I might be able to share more later, but I'm gonna have that Zoom meeting, and then I'll probably do some more reading. I really need to start something officially for the readathon. Hey guys, happy Monday. It's almost 7 o'clock and I'm sorry I haven't sat down to record anything officially sooner, but I've had a pretty low-key day and it's been a good day. So I'm just gonna catch you up. We have a burger place that's within walking distance that's still open for takeout. So my sister and I walked there and got burgers. It was amazing. It was a revelation. And now we're watching High School Musical 2. Easily the best of the series. What do you think? Let me know your opinion in the comments. Best of the High School Musical series. And I decided to scrap my TBR. Shocking, I know. If you watch my TBR tag, you know I never stick to TBRs, and this time is no exception. So instead of reading The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren, which has terrible ratings, I am going to instead read Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna Maguire for my book with a heart on the cover or in the title, which is the first in the Wayward children's series, which I've never read, but is of course a phenomenon, so I'm very excited. I'm not very far in. The audiobook's 4 hours, 45 minutes, and I'm listening to it on 1.5, which will make it like 3 hours long. Not very far, so I don't have any thoughts yet, but I'll let you know when I do. Hey, good morning, happy Tuesday. It is a little afternoon today, and I've had a pretty productive morning so far. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I am a huge fan of the formerly web-based, now physically published comic Check Please by Ngozi Ukazu. And today is release day for volume 2, the second and final physically published volume of the comic, which is so exciting. If you don't know anything about Check Please, it follows a college hockey player slash baker slash former figure skater, Eric Biddle, from him moving into his freshman dorm at a fictional Ivy League university that's basically Yale called Samwell. I'm wearing my Samwell hockey t-shirt. Yeah, I have a Samwell hockey t-shirt. And it starts with him moving into his dorm and follows him through all 4 years of his college experience on the hockey team. He's also gay, so being gay and playing hockey is not always the easiest. And it's just all about his relationships with his teammates, the friendships he forms, and there's a really killer romance. Very slow burn, very slow burn. And it's just pretty feel good and it makes me happy. And I've been pretty obsessed with it. Starting at the end of the second year is when I jumped on the bandwagon, and I've been following it as it has updated live online. And then Ngozi had years 1 and 2 published in the first physical volume, which was called #hockey. And then years 3 and 4 is what came out today, and it's called Sticks and Scones. That is the conclusion to the comic. She still has the whole comic online for free. You don't have to physically buy it, but she left the ending of the comic to be physically published. And then after a bit, she'll post it online for free as well. So this is going to be my first experience finishing the comic. I decided to reread it from the beginning. I just finished year 1. I'm going to get through all of the rest of it today. I'll see if I can find a way to make Sticks and Scones work for one of my prompts, because that would be wonderful because I'm reading it anyway. If not, oh well, I'm still gonna read it today. While I was doing some of the housework earlier this morning, I was listening to the audiobook for Every Heart's a Doorway, and I made it an hour in, so about 20% of the way through. We don't know a whole lot yet, but I'm intrigued. Anyway, that's all for me right now. I'm going to hammer through the rest of Check Please. I will probably update you when I'm done and let you know if I finish Every Heart's a Doorway today too. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That would be an excellent final day to week 1. Hey everybody, it is 10 o'clock p.m. Sorry it's been so long and it hasn't been a very vlog heavy day, but I ended up, for unrelated reasons, taking forever to get through Check Please, volumes 1 and 2, but I did finish and I loved it. I loved how it ended. It was perfect. I think it was perfect. It made me cry. I cried through the last 3 chapters. So I decided that, further messing up my TBR, I'm going to include volume 2, Sticks and Scones, as my something outside of my favorite genre, because it is a graphic novel, which I know is technically not a genre, it's a format, but I read very few graphic novels, so I've decided to count it as that, which checks off my arithmancy owl. Yay! And that's it for week 1 of the owls. Very exciting. I hope you guys all had a wonderful first week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.